Hey everyone, it is Stargirl the Practical Witch and welcome to my video today. In today's video, we are going to be discussing what you can expect in September based on tarot and my intuition. For those of you who are new, I am Stargirl the Practical Witch and I am a psychic medium and occultist here on YouTube, and I use my gifts to help guide those who feel a bit lost. Now, before I go ahead and show you an up-close version of the cards so you can pick one with your intuition, I do want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor Skillshare for making today's video happen. As you guys know, I love to give you content for free, and I tried to pick things that I know will be useful and that you will love, and personally I love Skillshare. For those of you who don't know who Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people where you can explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in your creativity. So I've been taking a bunch of different classes on Skillshare, learning as much as I can on here, but one of my favorite classes that I've recently been taking is the Ultimate Self-Care Playbook, Discover and Nurture Your Centered Self, hosted by Jonathan. And I absolutely love this class because it teaches you how to have a great relationship with yourself, how to pamper yourself properly, and how to really recharge and enrich your life and romanticize your life. I feel like on Skillshare, I normally go there to really enhance my skills as a content creator and to really help with my business, but sometimes we forget that one of the most important things in our lives is our relationship with ourselves. And on Skillshare, you can learn how to cultivate a healthy relationship with yourself, which will benefit every area of your life. And I just really enjoyed how it incorporated creativity and also mindfulness, the importance of breathing, meditation. Since taking his class, my mental health has really improved just by using some of these techniques. And also, what I love about Skillshare is learning on here is never boring and it is never difficult. That's one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of Skillshare, because they make learning really fun and really easy to pay attention. Now, since Skillshare is specifically curated for learning, there are no ads and they are constantly coming out with new premium classes so you can follow your creativity wherever it goes. And Skillshare has classes for every skill level, whether you are a beginner or you're a pro. Skillshare has been very monumental to me and my level up journey because I really set the intention for myself to stop laying around watching TV, watching TikTok. I really wanted to start making a fulfilling and enriching life for myself where I was doing things that I was proud of and exploring my interests, and Skillshare was the first place that I have started, and I don't regret it because I have learned so much in such a short period of time. Whatever your hobby is or whatever your interest is, you can likely learn about it on Skillshare. And when you join, you can try one of Skillshare's live classes where you can experience real-time inspiration as you connect with popular teachers while watching and working along with other members. And since the pandemic is going on, this is a really great place to find community and develop your creativity. Now, Skillshare was nice enough to offer the first 1,000 people who click my link will get the first month free of Skillshare. Once again, guys, the first 1,000 people to click the link in the pinned comment and description will get the first month of Skillshare free. You can try it out, see how you like it for free for 1 month. I highly suggest that. This is a sign to really start developing that creative interest, talent, or hobby. Go ahead, check out Skillshare. The link is in the pinned comment and the description. Thank you guys so much for sitting through that. Now let's get back to the video. All right, what I need you to do is I need you to pick one of the three options. This is group number 1, this is group number 2, this is group number 3. Once you pick an option with your intuition, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment and the description to jump right to your September prediction. Let's go ahead and get started. Take as much time as you need to meditate on the cards. I will be right back. Hey, group number 1, welcome to your September prediction based on tarot. Super excited to see what Spirit has for you, what messages they have for you for September. If I sound a little funny, it's because I got some work done on my teeth, but as you guys know, super excited to help you guys first see what September has in store. Now, a quick little disclaimer, obviously you are the creator of your life, but hopefully this helps you navigate the energies of what you can expect in September. So the positive that I'm seeing with what the main summary of September is, we have the Magician and the Empress as the main summary right here. Now, for those of you who are into tarot, you do know that the Empress card means beauty, it means luxury, sometimes it means a pregnant woman. However, when it's paired with the Ascendant card in astrology is your first house, it is your appearance, it is your look. So what I can see from this combination right here on your overall summary is that a lot of you are going to be very focused on, really improving your appearance, really leveling up your appearance through clothing that really represents who you are, through maybe some of you are going to get a haircut or some permanent makeup. You are going to be leveling up your appearance or trying to spruce up your appearance in September, and I will tell you it is going to be blessed. So whatever it is that you're doing to your appearance in September, I can see from this combination it will be blessed. Now, what this also talks about is some of you might be pregnant, but if you're not pregnant, it just means fertility, and fertility equals health. So some of you are manifesting, better health for yourself, where your skin is looking better, your hair and nails are looking better because you are becoming healthier, because you're treating your body right. So a lot of the blessings I see happening for you in September is in the looks department. The Magician also talks about manifestation. So maybe some of you have been listening to subliminals about really sprucing up your appearance, or you've been listening to subliminals or manifesting a way you want to look. If this is what you've been doing, I will say it will be successfully manifested for you in September, where your desired appearance is finally going to start happening for you in September. So that is a huge blessing that I see is in your physical looks department. Now, when we move on to what it is you should focus on, we have the Judgment card, and we also have the Sextile Opportunity card. So the universe is really trying to wake you up to a new passion, talent, skill, or hobby that they want you to pursue. Some of you might not know where this passion, hobby, or interest is going to take you, but you have been feeling called to learn this passion, this talent, this hobby, and I do feel like it has something to do with creativity, as we can see with the paint, or it has something to do with really expressing yourself through a higher calling, something that your soul specifically was here to do. Because in this card, we do see the snowflake, and no snowflake is the same. And with the Judgment card, it kind of feels like your soul's calling, because we can see her soul getting called up to the heavens. Your soul's calling is something that is unique to you, like this snowflake. And I feel like you've been being called to pursue this talent, this interest, this hobby, because it has something to do with your unique purpose on earth. And September, you're really going to feel the pull to pursue it, even though with the blindfold, you might not know where it's going to take you. You don't know if you have a future in it, or you're not quite sure if you should do it because you do not see a future with it. But I'm hearing that this call you're having is for a reason, because it is leading you on the right path. Now, when we look at what it is you should avoid with the Nine of Swords, this is telling me you should avoid feeling discouraged, because maybe some of you have been working hard towards something, or you have really wanted something, but each time that you work hard, there are physical or emotional blocks that seem to stop you from getting what you want. The universe wants you to know the reason why all of these things happen outside of your control, keeping you from manifesting something that you want, is because your higher self actually doesn't want the thing that you're manifesting. It wants something different for you. And I feel like it has something to do with pursuing this passion project, this hobby, this interest that you feel in your soul very called to. But the problem that lies here is I feel like you're trying to manifest something that you really, really want. But every time you go to get it, it's like it doesn't manifest, or outside forces get in the way, or you don't have enough energy, or your health suffers, or something just keeps blocking you from you getting the thing you want to manifest here on earth. And I'm actually hearing for you, group number one, it's because your soul doesn't really want the thing you're manifesting, because your higher self knows what's going to make you happy. And this thing isn't manifesting because it's not something that you really, really, really want. So there's a need for you to instead get redirected and pursue this other interest or this other hobby. So don't get discouraged if things are not manifesting the way that you want, or there's blocks and you feel very discouraged and sad, and maybe it's testing your faith. It's just because there needs to be a redirection in where you're focusing that energy, and you're going to see you're going to learn this interest, this hobby very quickly, and this other thing is really going to catapult you to success faster than this thing that has apparently failed. And that was a very big message I had for you. Now, when we come to your blessings, of what blessings are coming for you, we have the Knight of Wands, which tells me there is a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus signs, or maybe they have major planets in the fire signs of their astrology chart. This person has a lot of feelings for you. They really love you. If you're in a relationship, I will tell you, this person, whether or not they express it, because I kind of get the sense that maybe they're not too expressive, or maybe they're not too obvious, this person is madly in love with you. They are very possessive over you, as I can see with the flag, which means they want to win you over and impress you no matter what the cost. Now, if you're not in a relationship, I will tell you in September, there will be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or prominent in their birth chart, who has an abundance of feelings for you, who wants to claim you as their own. So either way, the blessing coming for you is someone with intense feelings of passion for you, who really loves you, who wants to claim you as their own, and is very possessive and also extremely protective of you in September. Now, if you have no love interest in mind, I will tell you that there is a masculine, but for most of you, I do feel it's romantic. But if it's not, and there's literally no one in September, I will say there is a masculine in your family, whether it's a brother, an uncle, or a father, who is extremely protective of you and will do anything to protect you at all costs, and they will. So that is a huge blessing. You have this ally on your side who will protect you to the end, who will fight for you, who will defend you. So this is a huge blessing to look out for in September. Now, when we go to the struggles, we have the Page of Swords, as well as the second house, which means some of you might be really worried about money. And what I'm here to tell you is that your financial situation is going to be taken care of. Some of you in September, you might get really worried about money, or you might be comparing what you have to other people. So what Spirit wants you to work on is gratitude, because you have a lot more than you think, and your financial situation will be taken care of. Some of you might need to rebudget in September, or remanage your money and figure out what costs are kind of draining your resources. Maybe look to see which apps are taking your money, maybe rebudget your money a little bit and become more responsible with your money. So I do see that maybe abundance might be an issue in September, where you're a little worried about abundance. Maybe it's a little tight, maybe you have to rearrange and budget, but the blessing is somebody who is really protective of you and cares about you. And remember, all failures in your life where you keep trying to make it happen and it's just not happening, it's because it's trying to redirect you for your soul's passion and unique calling that has to do with this interest that you have kept feeling called and pulled towards. I also see with the wand that because the second house in astrology is your manifestation skills, and we have it with the second house and the Page of Swords. The second house in astrology is your throat and the way that you communicate. So what Spirit is saying is that your throat chakra, the words that you say, quickly manifest your reality. And we have it here in the challenges section. So I'm hearing specifically a warning from your spirit guides not to talk bad about other people, not to say so many negative things out loud, because this quickly manifest your reality. Now, on the positive side, because Spirit is showing me in September that your main strongest mode of manifestation is going to be your throat chakra and the way that you speak, this means you can quickly manifest the things that you want through speaking affirmations out loud. So in September, your strongest mode of manifestation is your throat chakra, and the words that you speak, they will quickly manifest your reality, because remember, our strongest modes of manifestation will change depending on certain transits or energies. So for September, if you want to know the best way to manifest, it is through your speech and saying affirmations out loud. Now, avoid talking bad about people, avoid dissing people, because what this is going to do is it's going to put black magic on yourself. And if you say, for instance, oh, this person is ugly or they're stupid, I know most of you won't say something like that. I'm just using it as an example. It's going to manifest back at you. So I would highly recommend gossiping or talking bad. And in fact, the more you talk positive about people, the more that will come back to you in the form of good manifestation. That's something your spirit guides really wanted me to tell you. Now let's get in a little further into your reading and see what else you can expect in September. Okay, group number 1. So the further messages that I have for you are what chakra is going to be the strongest and doing well in September, and also which one you're going to be really working on in September. So where you are doing good is your sacral chakra. I hear that you're learning how to appreciate the little things and how to be happy despite outward circumstances. And your spirit guides want to tell you you are doing a really amazing job learning how to generate happiness from the inside rather than from external circumstances like job growth or lots of abundance or infatuation. You're learning how to generate self-love and happiness from the inside, which is why a lot of your manifestations are going to be coming through and your life is going to get a lot better. You have successfully learned how to generate happiness despite outward conditions, and that's why your mood is going to start improving in September. You will be happier. You will have more feelings of euphoria and contentment. You're going to have more good days, more days where you wake up just happy and grateful to be alive, and you're feeling in a good mood, and you're feeling charged up, and you're just feeling so fulfilled. This is the blessing coming to you. Now, I really do feel with the Sound card, there is a talent that is hidden inside of you, and your intuition as well as your soul has been urging you to really find what this talent is. And I feel like your emotions and your intuition has been trying to urge you to find this new talent that has been dormant, laying inside of you. And it has to do with your throat chakra. And your throat chakra is important because it is how you really make a name for yourself in this world. So I feel like the advice your spirit guides are giving you is they want you to start learning all of the things that your interest is pulling you towards, because one of these things is going to be the thing that is your talent that you're going to pick up really easily. And I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just got a ding, and I leave the ding on my laptop because it's a beautiful confirmation that the message is correct. And I just got a ding that you have a natural talent that's hidden inside of you, but it needs to be awakened through learning new things. So if you feel called to learn or explore an interest, this is going to be super blessed for you in September, and you will learn it very fast. So, your intuition and emotions have been drawing you towards this interest or hobby or creative expression. For some of you, it has something to do with music. For others, it's just a creative interest or hobby you have been intuitively called to pursue. And I feel like this is something that you have carried with you for past lives, this talent, but it needs to be discovered through exploring them, through actually taking the time to learn them. So in September, anything you learn that has to do with a passion will be blessed, and it will be revealed to you what this hidden talent is. You are also going to take some sort of trip, which is going to be very blessed for you, some sort of short trip, some sort of travel travel will be blessed for you as well. And also learning and discovering and exploring and cultivating these hobbies, talents, or skills that will also be blessed and help you reveal what this hidden talent is. So don't be afraid to learn new things because that will be blessed in September. So that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful and I hope you have a beautiful September and I will see you later. Okay, so group number 2, this is what you can expect in September based on tarot. So the message I immediately got for you is September is going to be a lot about healing your inner child. Now, let's discuss what that means because we hear that term thrown around a lot in like people who are into self-help, healing, tarot. What does that mean? Well, when you were a child, there were things that your parents might have done for you or that you used to do. And actually, these things, because you did them at such a crucial developmental stage, as an adult, when you redo these things, they easily bring joy and happiness into your life. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, my parents took me to museums a lot, and it's something that I stopped doing as I became an adult. But since our brains are so moldable, especially in the beginning stages of life and childhood, now as an adult, when I revisit those museums, I automatically get a rush of endorphins and it reminds me of my childhood, and it makes me really happy when I go to museums because this was an activity I did as a child that brought a lot of good memories. So for you, September is going to be revisiting those activities you did as a child, and by doing these things, they're going to reawaken your joy for life. So I want you to really think about when you were a child, what did you used to do that made you really excited? Was it reading, going to the library, field trips? It might not seem like doing these things again would make you as happy as you were as a child, but like I said, because you did them during a developmental stage, now as an adult, when you revisit these activities, they will bring joy and dopamine to your life very quickly. So I want you to figure out what that is because in September you will be doing those things and it's going to make you very, very happy, whatever it is. So I'm also seeing that for your overall summary, we do have the Page of Cups paired with the Gemini card. So what this tells me is you're going to be networking a lot, talking a lot to people, reconnecting with old friendships, making a lot of friends. Now, Gemini is also the sign of siblings. So for some of you, you could be connecting heavily with your siblings. And if it's not with your siblings in September, you are going to be connecting with old friends, old acquaintances, or you are going to be meeting new friends and new acquaintances. Now, since Gemini also represents your neighborhood, some of you could be making a new friend in your neighborhood. Maybe you go and find a shop in your neighborhood that you really like and you make friends with people who work there, or you find a restaurant or a coffee shop, or maybe you decide to take a class in September. You are going to be meeting friends, connecting with old friends, connecting with your siblings, and this is going to be one of the hugest blessings coming for you in September is a feeling of community and connecting with people you really enjoy talking to and connecting to, because we did have the Angel card, which means a lot of the people that are going to be entering your life in September were divinely sent by your spirit guides to act as friends, to act as emotional support to you. It's almost like you're going to meet the right people that you vibe with. The right people are just going to be put in your path to help you or to aid you. So the biggest blessing coming for you in September is the right people being put in your path, aiding you with the things you need to do. I'll give you an example. Maybe you have to go to the bank and change bank accounts, and you just meet the right bank teller or the person who works at the bank who's super friendly and super helpful and just made a difficult experience a lot easier. You're about to connect with people who were divinely put on your path to make things that would normally be difficult or stressful a lot easier. So when you notice these people coming into your life, give thanks to your spirit guides because they are coming, and also just connecting with people you really vibe with, because the Page of Cups talks about friendships, Gemini talks about communication. So really communicating with like-minded individuals that you really have that spiritual bond with, as we can see with the Angel card. And also this means that your spirit guides are really putting a lot of signs in your face, showing you that they're giving you a lot of support. One of the signs I saw for you is a butterfly. Whenever you see a butterfly or feathers, this is a huge sign you're getting encouragement and motivation from your spirit guides. Because remember, in this 3D world, our spirit guides will give us signs and omens, letting us know certain messages. For you specifically, you are being communicated with by your spirit guides through butterfly and moth symbolism, as well as feathers on the ground. This is a huge sign your spirit guides are around, telling you that they are leading you to your happiness and the right path. And this is also a sign of motivation and encouragement. Now, when we go to what you should focus on with the Queen of Cups, and also this is paired with the Saturn card. I don't know if you guys can see, hopefully you can, but I wouldn't lie to you, it's the Saturn card. And we also have it paired with the House. This talks about in September really getting a hold of your emotions, becoming more emotionally disciplined, learning not to have your emotions be all over the place, learning how to have a poker face. This is super important in life, and it is something that I really wish I learned sooner, is having a poker face. You know, even if you're feeling nervous, anxious, scared, upset, learning how to really get in control of those emotions when interacting with others, because unfortunately people use your reaction as a tool against you, because it gives powerless people power when you react with your emotions. So September is learning how to have a poker face when you're in pain, when you're having anxiety, when you're socializing with people, learning to say, okay, I'm having a little bit of anxiety, I'm having a little bit of fear, I'm a little agitated, but having the boundaries enough to keep that to myself and not let it show to other people so they can feel like they have control over me. So September for you is a lot about learning how to really be emotionally mature with your emotions, and learning how to respond to your emotions as opposed to react to your emotions. So if someone hurts your feelings, instead of crying, instead of being reactive in front of them, learning how to handle your emotions in a responsible and reasonable way. Because I'll tell you something, when you guys watch The Real Housewives, any Real Housewives, it's a reality show, you will notice in the group that one person in that group has the power. They are the ones that get the most success from that show. They are the ones that look the least like a fool. That's because those people learned how to control their emotions. Now, the other people in The Real Housewives are always crying, throwing a fit, getting too drunk, being really sloppy. And this is when they really start looking out of control and they lose the power, and it hurts their public image and success. So that's why, in order to be a successful adult in this world, it's so important to be in control of your emotions. And I feel like that's what September is going to have for you. But also I'm seeing that your emotional life and the way that you feel and your intuition and your happiness is very much dependent on if you have a clean house, if you have a stable house, if you have a beautiful environment which you can lay your head and rest. So this is a lot about home. And I feel in September, you're going to be focusing on working really hard on making your home a beautiful place, a livable place, or a clean place, because I am seeing that your mental health and your emotional state is very much connected to the state of your home environment, and making sure that your house is clean and you have a stable place to live. So if you are struggling emotionally or feeling emotionally out of control or depressed, this might be because your home environment is not taken care of. So in September, your spirit team, your spirit guides are working with you to really make you have a stable place to live, a clean place to live. So this might involve doing some cleaning, renovations on your home, or there might be a lot of energy on working on building a stable home for yourself, or making your home a clean, stable place to be, because like I said, your emotional health is really tied up with your home. So I see a lot of your focus is going to be on your home, making your home clean, making your home serene, and putting a lot of hard work and discipline in making yourself a stable home in September. This is what I see for you. Now, on what you should avoid with the universe as well as Chiron, okay? This is telling me with Chiron and also the ice cubes and the wolf, this is telling me that some of you have had really bad experiences with other people. Maybe you have really bad social anxiety, so you keep your distance to others, or you keep a wall up between you and others. Maybe because you've had bad experiences with people, you tend to be cold in your interactions or skeptical. Your spirit guides want you to take that wall down and trust yourself to make good, wise decisions, because they are sending you in a lot of people. Maybe people are trying to make more conversations with you. People are trying to reach out to you more in September. People are trying to really connect with you in September, because in September, I'm seeing that a lot of people want to connect with you, want to be your friend, because a lot of these people feel spiritually drawn to you, whether they realize it or not. They feel like they've shared past lives with you. They feel connected to you. So you might have, maybe you go out in public and someone's really trying to make conversation with you, or these friends are trying to message you. Maybe you might be really closed off and have a lot of boundaries up because you mistrust yourself and others. But your spirit guides are saying in September, do not be afraid to let down those walls and boundaries and reach out to others, because a lot of your spiritual help and blessings in September is coming in the forms of connections and friendships. So don't be afraid to open your heart and trust yourself enough that you have built up enough boundaries and enough wisdom that you won't get hurt. That's a big message I heard for you. Now, when we move on to what your blessings are with the Seven of Pentacles and the Virgo card and the Sun card, you are going to be extremely organized. You are going to be extremely dedicated towards your goals, extremely detail oriented. Let me just tell you, in September, you will be extremely productive. So whatever it is that you're focusing on, you're going to be successful in completing your tasks. You're going to be more detail oriented than ever. And also you're going to be very dedicated towards whatever you're focusing on. So I see a lot of focus coming your way, a lot of good work ethic. You're going to have a good work ethic in September. You're going to be more organized in September. You guys are going to be more cleanly. You're going to have a better way of organizing things, and you're going to get everything on your to-do list done. And you're going to have a lot of energy and motivation and focus to really work towards your goals. That's the biggest blessing I see for you in September, as long as with your other blessing of really connecting with other people. Now, for your challenges with the High Priestess, as well as the Complexity card and the Pomegranate, you might have some issues with a relationship with a feminine in your life, possibly your mother. And this could also mean maybe you're having some unwanted or some new psychic experiences. Maybe you're seeing ghosts, or maybe you're having sleep paralysis. Maybe your third eye is opening and you're starting to have some strange occurrences in September. But this is only because you're really awakening your intuition. So let's go ahead and see what else September has in store for you. Okay, so group number 2, to further elaborate on what's going to happen in September, where you are doing really good is with the base chakra as well as your solar plexus chakra, which means in September you are going to be feeling really confident and really good about yourself, because you are manifesting for yourself a lot of abundance and success when it comes to the career front. There might be points where you do worry about money and the future of your stability, but I want to tell you, group number 2, Spirit is showing me that you should be super proud of yourself because you have mastered the material plane. You have a gift for making money, and where you are in your career, you are building a solid foundation for yourself that is going to bring you wealth for years to come. So I would say in September, what's going to be doing really well is your financial security. There's going to be a lot of wealth coming in for you, as well as a lot of security and career success, which is going to bring you a lot of self-esteem. So what's doing well is your survival, making money. This is something that's going to come easy to you in September, and also a lot of self-esteem due to the success you have created for yourself. So money, career, and success is going to be doing really well for you in September. Now, where you are struggling is with your sacral chakra and your heart chakra, which talks about connections. A lot of what you might be suffering from is social anxiety or not feeling trustworthy in relationships. So in September, you are really being called to work on opening up your heart chakra and having the courage to actually connect with people, because some of you might struggle from social anxiety or mistrust. So you might have to work on in September opening up your heart to relationships. There's also a water sign. They could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, who feels that you are taking them for granted, or they feel like you are not showing them or reciprocating love to them. It could be a friend, a family member, or a lover. There's someone who feels taken for granted or ignored by you. So in September, be sure to show this person gratitude, because this person cares about you a lot. So that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you later. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your September prediction. So I broke up the tarot between sections to figure out what you can expect in September. And the first thing that we see for your overall summary is the 6th house as well as Mars. So I feel like you guys are going to be really into changing your health for the better. And if you have been struggling with your health, this is a time where I see your health improving, where you will see an increase in energy as well as drive to change your health and to really work on your physical fitness and improve your health. This is going to be the main thing I see for you in September, is working on physical fitness, improving your health. And this also tells me you are going to be feeling extremely motivated and extremely determined to get what you need to done. And it's interesting because September's transits, and based on the other piles that I had, a lot of them were very similar. But for you, group 3 specifically, I heard you're going to be very focused on getting in shape. So going to the gym, working on physical activity, as well as changing your eating patterns or finding a healthier way to live. And doing this is going to bring you a lot more energy. And this also talks about being very physically active in your day-to-day life. So you're going to notice you are very physically active in September. Now, we also had the Wreath card, which talks about success and victory. So in September, I see you being in some sort of competitive work environment or competing in some way, and you are going to be victorious over your enemies, because remember, the 6th house is your competitors, the 6th house is your enemies, and the 6th house is also competition. Mars in the 6th house means you are going to be victorious in a competitive work environment. So let's say you are competing for a job that is competitive. You will be the one chosen. You will be the one getting the job out of all the other people. Or if you work in a competitive work environment, you will win. You will be victorious. You will be victorious over your enemies, and you will win any competition that you're in September. So in September, you might be feeling extremely competitive, and your spirit guides want you to know that through this competition with the Wreath, which talks about victory, you are going to win whatever it is you're feeling competitive over, whether it's being competitive at work or at sports, you are going to win in whatever competition you are put in September, which is interesting because in September, the Sun and Mars is going to be conjunction, which tends to bring a competitive spirit. So I do see you will be put in some sort of competitive environment, or maybe you are already in a competitive environment and you are going to beat your enemies. You will be victorious over your enemies. You are going to be victorious in all competition. And also, if you are exercising or working out or eating healthy, this is going to go really well for you and actually give you a lot more energy, stamina, and just in general, I see you being more proactive when it comes to your health and it being very successful. Now, we also look at Scorpio on what your focus should be. We have Scorpio. We also have the first house. So I see you transforming your appearance in some way, and I do feel like you're transforming your appearance when it comes to physical exercise, when it comes to health. But I also see that some of you have been stuck for a while when it comes to your self-expression. You might have been feeling stuck for a while when it comes to expressing yourself. I see that ice is slowly melting and you're going to be really focused on transforming yourself, transforming your life in areas where you have felt stuck. So the biggest word I hear for you in September, group number 3, is huge transformations that you are making due to your sheer willpower, due to your drive of making these transformations in your life happen. And you might also decide to transform the way you look or your appearance, or just change your life in a big way in September because you have been feeling stuck. And I see you having the energy and motivation to really change those areas in your life you have felt stuck, and also change your appearance and change your health as well. That is a huge message that I see. Now, when we look at what it is to avoid, we have the Leo, and we also have complexity, which talks about your self-expression. And we also have the moon. So I feel like a lot of you, September is going to be about finding your own self-expression, finding who it is that you are, finding what your new identity is. I feel like you're going through a major identity shift where the old you is dying and you are birthing a new personality. Because remember, our personality does not stay the same throughout our life. It is constantly evolving to change to be the person we are becoming. So I see you going through a huge personality shift where your personality is changing, and because your personality is changing, you're also changing the way you look. And I see you trying to figure out what your style is, what your personal self-expression is. So in September, this is going to be a huge month of transforming your health, transforming your eating patterns, transforming yourself by finding your own unique self-expression. Because I feel like for a while you have been confused about, who am I? How do I want to express myself? How do I want to dress? What is my personality? What feels good and authentic to me? And in September, I feel like you are going to be finding that. You're going to be finding and developing yourself, finding out what kind of personality you want. Because remember, we create who we want to become. We don't become who we are. This is 100% the truth that I have discovered on my own journey, where in order to figure out who we are, we have to figure out what we admire in other people, what we strive to be, and then try to become it. So I see you finally becoming the person that you want to be, or finally figuring out who it is you want to be on this earth and transforming yourself to finally become it. I see you creating who you were meant to be instead of just waiting for you to discover who you are. You are creating who you are in September, if that makes sense. So you're finally discovering, okay, this is who I want to be. These are the things that I admire. So I'm finally going to transform myself into those things. So this is a lot about transforming yourself as well as your identity. And also in any work environment, you will be victorious. let's make room for the other things that I see for you. So for the blessings, we have the Yod Destiny. These are the blessings that are coming for you in September. We have the Yod of Destiny, we have Venus, and we have the Pillars. So the blessing coming for you is, I really feel you guys are going to have a lot of options in love. You're likely going to have more than one option in love. And even if it's not obvious, even if you're not getting love offers, I want you to know you have a lot of admirers, because when we see the Pillars, we see two, more than one option in love. And I also saw that with the dice when we had Uranus, Libra in the 5th house. The 5th house talks about dating in astrology. Uranus is groups of people, and Libra is also the scales, which talks about more than one person. So you do have a lot of people who are interested in you in September. A lot of people, even when you're out in public, they are noticing you. You're getting their attention. People are checking you out. They are really interested in your energy. So I don't know what it is that you're doing in September, but just know that when you're out in public, a lot of people are looking at you. You likely have more than one option in love of people who want to date you. And this also talks too about, in September, I feel a lot of you might meet a romantic love interest who is a part of your destiny. Now remember, this is a general reading. However, for a lot of you who picked group number 3, I feel like you are currently in a relationship with someone who is going to give you status or a good foundation in your life, or in September, you are going to meet someone who's going to help you or provide a sense of pride, somebody who is also traditionally very attractive coming into your life in September, because the Pillars remind me of Romans and Greeks and the statues, and they are traditionally beautiful because they are based off of Greek gods and goddesses. So in September, I do feel a lot of you are attracting love. Some of you have been manifesting this for a while. I also see that with the romance card, because I wanted to get some clarifiers to make sure I was on the right path. You are going to be dating. There is going to be love offers coming in for you. And I do feel it is with someone who is traditionally beautiful or traditionally handsome, or at the very least, they have a very solid foundation for themselves where they are successful at what it is that they do. And this person is going to play a big role in your destiny and in your path. So I see a lot of you in September might be meeting a very big time soulmate, like a big, 2, 3, 4 times in a lifetime type of soulmate that is going to change your life in a huge way. Now, if you're already in a relationship, the blessing coming for you is your relationship is going to be filled with romance, filled with love. You are going to reignite feelings for each other. If you're in a situationship, it might turn into something serious, or you're going to meet someone who is going to want something serious with you in September. So this is a huge month for love and soulmates, especially if you have been manifesting it. Now, if you have not been manifesting love and soulmates, I see that there is going to be someone coming into your life who is going to bring the fun back in your life. You're going to meet someone you can have fun with, that you can go out with, that you can go to parties with, someone who brings a lot of joy and fun into your life. But the major blessing coming for you is a soulmate. I do feel it's romantic. This person is a part of your destiny, which means it's not a small time soulmate or some fling. This is a major soulmate coming into your life. For most of you, it is romantic. For others of you who are already in a relationship, it could be a best friend type of deal, like a best friend soulmate. And for those of you in a relationship, this talks about reigniting your love and passion and romance with the person that you're with. So this is a really great month for relationships in general. And for some of you, it is both. And like I said, traditionally beautiful, very graceful, this person coming into your life. And also, I don't know if it's because you guys are having Venus transit your first house in September, or Venus transiting your moon, but whatever the case is, you are attracting a lot of people who are romantically interested in you in September, and you will notice when you are walking in the store, people are checking you out, people are talking to you more, they're asking you out more. You might get confessions of love in your inbox. So definitely for a lot of you, more than one option of people who are really interested in you in September. Now, when we look at what the challenges are in September, we have Mercury retrograde, we have Virgo, I analyze, and also we have trine and water. So some of you in September, you might have this perfectionistic tendency, and it's totally normal with the energy of September, because in September, Mercury is going to be in a section of astrology that causes a lot of perfectionism. So maybe you are looking for problems that aren't there. Maybe you're being extra perfectionistic, extra hard on yourself, when really your spirit guides want to let you know in September, there are not going to be any problems. That's what I heard for you. There are no challenges, there are no problems, because we had trine, which talks about angelic support, as well as the ocean. Everything in September is happening exactly the way it is supposed to. And I'm hearing your spirit guides say, don't look for problems where there are none. Everything is happening in perfect timing, in perfect order. You are exactly where you need to be. Or some of you might be extra perfectionistic with yourself, perfectionistic on your work, on your looks, or perfectionistic in general, like, this needs changed, or I could get better with this, or just being extra nitpicky, when your spirit guides are saying you are doing a good job. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything is happening exactly as it should. Try not to look for flaws or problems where there are none. So that was the big message I got for you in September, to remember that when you start getting perfectionistic or nitpicky, just know you are doing a great job and you are doing amazing, and everything is as it should be. So let's get further into what September has for you. Okay, so group 3, some further messages we have. Let's go on where you are doing good. So in September, your spirit guides are saying, I don't know what is happening, but you have sex appeal. You got it. You are someone who ignites passion in others, and I feel like that's something you should know. You have an energy which attracts other people. Other people are curious about you. You have natural sex appeal. I feel like it's a matter of you realizing your own natural sex appeal, because in the previous cards we had ice, first house, Scorpio. So it's almost like you have been unaware of your power, unaware of your charisma, and in September your spirit guides are trying to get you to be aware of the natural allure and charisma and sexual power that you have and you possess. This is something that you have naturally, but what might be stopping its power is you being unaware of it, or you being insecure of it. So in September, I feel like this is about realizing how you are naturally seductive and alluring, and stop denying that about yourself and embracing it, because that can be very powerful in your life. This is also about you have a desire of something that you really want to manifest, but I'm getting the sense that you're like, oh, it's not possible, or I could never do that, or maybe you feel guilty about this desire. Like maybe you desire to be beautiful and rich, but you're like, oh, that's so vain, or that's so self-centered, I shouldn't want that. Your spirit guides are saying there's something that you are desiring that you feel like you cannot have, that it is impossible, or you feel guilty about having that desire because you're judging yourself. And I want you to think about what that is. Like, what is it that you really want to manifest on this physical plane, something that you really want to see in your life? That desire is something you are meant to have. And your spirit guides want to confirm that you would not have that desire planted in you unless you were meant to manifest it on this physical plane. And they want you to stop denying yourself and saying, oh, that could never happen. That's not for me. I'm not the person that would happen to. I could never make it happen. And they want you to stop judging it like, oh, what I want is selfish, or I shouldn't want that, or I should want something like world peace, which you should, but it's it's saying that your desires are not wrong. They put those desires in you because it is a part of your destiny and your path, and to explore those desires and go after those desires. So I see a huge desire of yours being awakened in September, and that is because this want to manifest it is a part of your path. Also, when we look at the fire and the Bridget and the desires, you do have natural sexual power, and I just feel that a lot of you are shy to it, or you ignore it, or you deny yourself of it. So in September, it's about being confident enough to express that. Now, when we look at what it is that you can work on, group number 3, I do feel like there is some health issues or some health changes that do need to be made, okay? And I see that with the base chakra, as well as the death card and the health card and the devil card. So it really feels like there is an unhealthy habit your spirit guides are working with you to break. Maybe it's eating junk food or not working out, or just some sort of bad habit that you have that's really been giving you anxiety. It's been just not good for your life. Whatever this bad habit is, it could be an addiction, a habit, just a bad habit, maybe not having any good habits like a morning routine or meditation. This could even just be an absence of a good habit. Your spirit guides are working with you to change these habits, and this is what you're going to work on in September. So that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I will see you later.